In today's video, we have a long-term review of this right here, the Force USA G15 Pro, right after this. Hey everyone, this is Stevie Richards. Welcome back to the Garage Gym. And as I said in the top of the video, we have a long-term review of this right here, the Force USA G15 Pro. It's been well over 1 full year that the G15 Pro has been in Garage Gym 1.0. That's a lot of ones right there, 1 year, 1.0. But it's lived in this Garage Gym for well over a year. We're going to give you a full updated review in the future, probably about the 18-month, 2-year mark. But right now, I use this in an abbreviated fashion because of a spine infection. I'm still on the road to recovery. But in this updated video, I want to talk about mainly the 2-to-1 and the 4-to-1 cable pulley ratio, because right now in the road to recovery, I'm using a lot of body weight, I'm using a lot of isometrics, some suspension training, and just begun cable training and some dumbbell training, but mostly stuff with the functional trainer on the G15 Pro. It's gone very well so far, although I'm taking my time with it. It is very, very handy to have the 2-to-1 and the 4-to-1. We're going to explain what that is in a chapter. By the way, timestamps in the description as well as the pinned comment, although this video will not be as long as the upcoming super full review. I'm using long-term, super full, all these different adjectives to describe it. But I just want to let you know the situation or the environment that I'm doing this workout in doesn't really feature the power rack nor the Smith machine, which are excellent parts of the G15 Pro. If you want to see those full reviews from the past, the initial one, also the 6-month one, those links as well will be in the description below. That goes through all the other elements of the G15 Pro. But we will talk about build quality, and build quality, it's just been here for over a year in a non-climate controlled environment, meaning it gets very hot. Like right now, it's about 105 degrees in here. It gets a little bit chilly in here, but there's no rust, there's no wear and tear on the cables, nor the stacks, or anything with the build quality on the G15 Pro. So it's a real quick update on that. Everything still looks pretty much brand new on this. I really maintain it as much as I can, but with the spine infection, I took a few months where I wasn't able to even come over here and wipe it down or do anything. Yet when I used it this morning, it was still in pretty much new condition from the day I put it here in the Garage Gym. So let's talk about the most polarizing feature, which to this day has people very, very divided. I'm on the pro side of this. A lot of people might be on the con, but I'm going to explain in my situation before, and especially my situation now, why the 2-to-1 and the 4-to-1 cable pulley ratios are essentially a huge feature, a huge pro on the G15 Pro, in my opinion. Just to remind you what these cable pulley ratios mean, basically, if you have 100 pounds on the weight stack, 2-to-1 is 50 pounds of resistance, 4-to-1 is 25 pounds of resistance. So before I got sick with the spine infection, I was essentially using the 2-to-1 and the 4-to-1 as a drop set kind of technique to really be able to granularly drop set with the 2-to-1 and the 4-to-1. And all you have to do really for the 2-to-1 is hook both of the hooks up. And what's very important is when you want to go to the 4-to-1 cable pulley ratio, you only hook the bottom hook, not the top. If you just hook the top, it's not going to feel the same way. You have to hook the bottom hook in order to engage a true 4-to-1, a smooth 4-to-1 cable pulley ratio. And then you can go back, hook them both together, and now you have the 2-to-1 cable pulley ratio once again. For me, this is a huge feature, a huge pro, like I said, even before I got sick, but especially now on the road to recovery. I'm so weak, even after isometrics, body weight, and suspension training, feeling strong. These types of dynamic exercises are still now in 2023, brand new. I'm resetting my fitness journey, so that's why I'm not touching the power rack for free weights, and I'm not even touching the Smith machine yet. So once again, check out those reviews where I do review those two elements of the G15 Pro, but the cable pulley ratios are serving me very well, and it's a huge advantage in my road to recovery. For some people, the 2-to-1 and 4-to-1 might turn them off, but I'll say this. even before that, one-to-one is so cool and it's one-to-one and you're getting such a great value out of the one-to-one. But sometimes, just like when you go out to eat, your eyes are bigger than your stomach. And I use that analogy with a lot of equipment here that I use. What do I really need? Do I take my ego out of it? Now, what do I really need? And it's usually, in my case, two different answers. So ask yourself that question. There are one-to-one trainers out there that are excellent. If that's your thing, go for it. But in my case, I'm always gonna go with 2 and 4-to-1 cable pulley ratios in my gym space from now on. So that about does it for this super long-term review. Well over a year with the G15 Pro from Force USA in my garage gym. I still think this is the sweet spot in the all-in-one trainer space. I'm sticking by that opinion and I don't see it changing anytime soon. Of course, they come out with new products all the time, all these different brands. But right now, in the middle of 2023, this is still the sweet spot, in my opinion. My favorite all-in-one trainer that I've ever owned or used in my fitness journey. So check it out. We have other reviews, like I've said a couple of times. Check those out in the description below. Also, we have an affiliate link for Force USA, forceusa.com/Stevie. When you use that link, you save some money. And of course, you always support the content here at Stevie Richards, which we are eternally grateful for. Most importantly, thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you. Have a great day.
I got my head